Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back and be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. He shreds the tackle. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Hands off to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And the wideout goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this is football today, whether you're watching the NFL or college football. Coaches go for it on 4th down. Here's the opening drive. 4th down on their own side of the 50. Don't even blink. They go for it. To their credit, they pick it up. They're thinking about trying to get points here on this opening drive.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving. Motion now from the tight end. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Can he reach the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner choosing to field this one. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. We'll see if they can keep that going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back, and instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the 1st down, he is so elusive, he picks up 1st down yards.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Hicks. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
The Nittany Lions will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. It's second down. Receiver in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Rashada. And looking for a big play here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Now we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. State offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Looking to throw it deep. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Penn State. Just ran away from the defense. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
PAT puts him in front by 7. kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. Is back out on the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Here's the second down play. They'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Looks right for a quick completion. And they get him down after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
After the second down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got enough for the first down and still going. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him. But a great spot to start this drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted, but out of bounds. So close to a turnover, it's just incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
It's a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Fourth down RPO looking left. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Second down after the incompletion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The shotgun running play call. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, the offense tries to go to the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure, came up with the sack.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Ball carrier tackled there. The clock is still running. Not to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to throw. It's Rashada. He's got it for a big gain. He stopped him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The Meadows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Penn State offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Toss play to the outside. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Handoff from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Quarterback operating an empty set. gun now on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wallace. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert, and now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
He'll hand it off. That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now it's second down here. On the run, it's Wallace. Lights off a defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1. Brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Penn State 21, Georgia 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coming up, second down and goal. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Takes him about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now.
I tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. With the catch, it's Frazier. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
They're coming the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Rashada. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for him. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to 36. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Empty set now, 5 wide. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to throw again. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. And it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Wallace. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Fighting him off. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at fourth down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Secondary backed up off the ball now. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. We go with a direct snap. Inside the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. They're showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking to pass. It's Rashada. Makes a quick catch. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. Just nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back, but a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, the quarterback just misses his target here on 3rd down and long, but at least he avoids taking the sack. Still a chance here at this range on 4th down with a 3-point lead. Kick the field goal and add to this lead.
And this one is right through. And that will tie it. Looks like we're headed for overtime. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
This one will be fair caught. State offense is back out on the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? As a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout taken by the offense, 18 seconds on the clock.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't get it away. That defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a 1st down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the 2-point conversion to try to win this game right now. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call. In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.